here in front, dito po sa board, we will put all the 10 PCs across, so parang T-shape. And then we will put our tech booth somewhere here near the stage. Yung stage natin medyo at the back.
Ako, lakas ng boss na to ah. Kakayanin ba natin to? Baka defend lang tayo dito ah. Haha, kaya naman din pala eh. Konting palo na lang, dapa ka na. Ano? Panis! Sino ngayon ang imba sa atin? Ikaw ang talo!
Mr. Reyes, care to explain what you're doing?
Copy, ma.
Ay nako, I'm sure magugustuhan ng lahat ng viewers natin ang ating feature this week sa Maximum Gaming.
Oh, bakit? Ano bang meron?
We are gonna take a peek at one of the latest raids to hit Granado Espada.
Granado Espada? You mean that AAA game with like Baroque-inspired graphics and multi-character control features?
Tama ka dyan, partner. So get ready to be wowed and amazed with this kick-ass instanced raid na ipapakita sa atin ng ating mga MOG players. Unlike most of the raids na time-based ang respawn rate ng boss monsters, the Arsene Circus raid is instant, meaning walang sasaw-saw sa raid ninyo nito. Yun nga lang, you can only do the raid once in a day. At dahil medyo makunat na ang mga mobs, here's a suggested team of characters that you need in your squad. Make sure to have good armors with you, preferably mga +5 Elite 92s with 3DR stats. Importante sa raid na ito ang coordination with your squad mates. Let your tankers lure the mobs para pulbusin ang Elementalist at Musketeer. Scouts should stay at the back and be on call just in case someone dies or the team needs a good buff. As for the mini-bosses like Frost, Emily, Celine, and Mario, kailangan lang ng todo spam ng provoke skill ang fighter para nakadirect dito ang attention ng mga hard-hitting mini-bosses. Now here comes the hard part, defeating the main boss Louis Arsene III and Helena. Arsene throws a bunch of AoE skills lalo na when he casts the Alteration buff plus the Deadly Gambit skill that can one-hit KO anyone. Pero pag nangangalahati na ang life niya, he will summon Helena and that's another raid boss for you to deal with. Malaking tulong dito ang Elementalist on Domination Fire Stance as they cast deadly skills. After finishing Helena, madali nang tapusin si Arsene. The trick is to kill him fast, so make sure your team's DPSers are alive to finish the job. Sulit din ang pagod that you will get the much-needed tickets for you to craft your trump weapons.
That raid sure does pack quite a punch. Ang galing ng effects ng skills and magic.
It does pack quite a punch. At kung dyan pala nabilib ka na, what more sa ibang mga boss raids sa GE? That game didn't win the 2006 Korea Game Awards for nothing.
Alam mo Sam, I've been wondering, kumakain pa ba yung mga gamers natin?
Aba, oo naman, kahit mga addictos yung mga yan, meron pa naman sila mga chan.
Hanep pa! Pero ano naman ang paboritong kainin ng mga gamers pag naglalaro sila?
We talked to a number of online gamers at ito ang kanilang sagot. At number 5, bread o tinapay.
At number 4, we have hot dog.
At number 3, pasok ang burger.
Burger! 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 And at number 2, we have Pancit Canton.
naman sa listahan ng mga gamers? Chips or chichirya? Mabagal na ba ang PC mo at wala ka pang budget pang palit ng processor o di kaya graphics card? Na-try mo na bang i-overclock ang PC mo?
Overclocking is basically pushing your processor, system memory, and motherboard's performance faster than its stock speed. Siyempre, mapapabilis ang mga games niyo tsaka office applications, di ba?
Overclocking is relatively easy to do if you follow these tips. But we're gonna tell you what you need to have and know first before you start overclocking.
Ang pwede mo lang i-overclock ay ang mga white boxes or unbranded PCs na nabibili sa Gilmore. Some PCs sa SM Cyberzone. Di mo pwedeng i-overclock ang mga notebook or factory-made PCs katulad ng Dell, HP, Gateway, and a few other branded PCs. Before you open your PC's case, make sure that it's turned off or else baka makuryente ka. Before you go overclocking, you have to know na isa sa drawback sa pag-overclock ay ang pag-overheat ng CPU. Kaya kailangan ng magandang cooling para sa CPU. Bili ka ng mas malaking heatsink at fan para sa CPU. Pero kung wala kang pera talaga, buksan mo na lang ang PC mo at tapatan mo ng electric fan. When you overclock it, the processor gets hotter and the stock fan bundled with it won't be able to handle the additional heat. Kapag di mo pinalitan yan or binigyan ng additional ventilation, magsha-shutdown ang PC mo o di kaya masira ang processor. Bili ka ng bigger heatsink at fan. Preferably yung mga 90mm and above fans ang kunin mo. The BIOS is the best way to overclock your CPU. Huwag mo nang subukan na gumamit pa ng ibang utilities that run from the OS kasi the BIOS is simply the most stable way of overclocking a processor. Huwag ka nang makulit. Mas magiging stable ang overclocking kung maganda ang motherboard at RAM or system memory. Hopefully, naka-Kingston or some other branded RAM ka. In the event the overclock doesn't work and your PC doesn't boot, relax lang! You can still use your PC and restore the default settings. All you need to do is clear the CMOS. Most CMOS are powered by a small battery.
And that's it for this week's edition of Tips and Tricks. Remember that overclocking is just a trial and error process. Kaya overclock your CPU ng padahan-dahan para hindi mo unstable ang inyong PC. Now, for more information, you can log on to www.mogtv.com.ph.